$617 extra monthly benefit as it pertains to Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, and SSI, with some surprising details. I want to share it with you here in the video. Let's get into it and talk about what's going on. All right, now first off, I do want to follow up to a couple videos that I had out recently where I was talking about 145% and 61.7%. Now I want to take all that information from those videos and break it down into this one to show $617 extra on a monthly basis that should be going out to those people receiving a simply $1,000 monthly benefit. Now obviously if somebody's getting more than $1,000 per month, this number would also be significantly higher, but this will illustrate and really make a pretty good point as far as the major discrepancies that we've seen with this program and other situations that have been happening here over the last several years, okay? All right, now let me follow up really quickly and just give a little recap on those videos from the other day and what all that information was that I shared with you in those videos. Okay, so the videos that I shared was talking about 145%. What is that? Over the last 25 years, so basically from the year of 2000 till now, 2025, we've seen increases on prices in goods and services of 145%, okay? That's nuts. In 25 years of time, we've seen the prices of goods and services go up by 145%. Just remember that number, okay? Now, we've also seen over that same amount of time, the COLAs, the annual cost of living adjustment that is supposed to be keeping parity with price increases due to the inflation data from the CPIW, Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. That is what's used to determine the COLA for our monthly benefits, right? That's supposed to keep parity with actual real inflation, right? But remember that number I just shared with you, 145? Yeah, well, guess what? In that same 25-year period of time, the COLAs have provided a little over 83% of a raise. When you look at it that way, you're like, it's not that bad. 83% of a raise just because of the COLAs in 25 years. It doesn't seem all that bad, except for when you compare it to the actual price increases on goods and services, then we see a massive problem. Benefits have gone up a little over 83%. We've also seen that the cost of living has gone up in reality 145%. That's a discrepancy of 61.7%. to give you actual, good, solid numbers here, okay? Now, let's talk about that really quickly, because if somebody were getting a simple $1,000 monthly benefit, okay? So just thinking back, 25 years ago, if somebody was getting a $1,000 monthly benefit, at that time, applying the little adjustments, and by the way, it's little adjustments, that's all this really translates into, a little bit per year. It's not even that much. It's like 2.5% a year is how much prices outpaced the COLA. And there you go. That's all it really was. It's just a little tiny bit. It's actually not even 2.5% technically, because it's compounded over that time. It's significantly less than that. But that's the problem, is little adjustments, just like what we saw this year. I mean, here's the thing. Let me just digress for a second here. We got a 2.5% COLA this year. Does anybody really believe that prices have only gone up by 2.5%? If anybody really believes that, please tell me what you're doing and where you're shopping, because I don't think that's the reality for virtually anybody, right? I just don't think that's the reality, because it's not. It's not. If we look at the real price increases on goods and services, it's way more than 2.5%, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. How much did prices really go up? Probably more like 4.5%, maybe 5%, right? And because of that and the 2.5%, yet again, this year, 2025, we can see it right here, right now, benefits have fallen behind, right? We know this. We'll extrapolate that over, say, 25 years, and now you've got a massive problem. That's exactly what I'm talking about here, okay? Now, think of this. Just 25 years ago, okay? And again, we're just throwing some easy, nice round numbers here. If somebody were getting, say, a $1,000 monthly benefit, technically those benefits should have been increased by another 61.7% over that amount of time. And again, simple compounding would have done that pretty easily. Not that hard to do over that many years of time. A lot of time here. And that benefit should really be a 1,600, technically it'd be more than that, because technically if somebody was getting $1,000 25 years ago, they actually already got the 83+% COLA raises on that. But then on top of that, technically that benefit should have been an extra $617 more technically on top of that because of basically the discrepancy between real price increases and actual benefits and how much they went because of the COLA. Does that kind of make sense, right? So even though, say 25 years ago, yep, the benefit did go up by the 83+%, but then on top of that, the average beneficiary, again, should be getting about $617 more per month because of this. That's nuts. So again, think of whatever you're getting right now. Whatever your benefit is right now, just think, if you added an extra $617 on top of that, would that solve a bunch of your financial problems? I think it probably would for a lot of people. Would it still be a struggle to get by financially every single month? Yeah, probably, for sure. For some people, it certainly would be. It certainly wouldn't be easy, but it would be a whole lot easier than it is right now today. Living on these benefits, they continuously fall behind, like the example that I gave you just a minute ago. This year, 2025, 2.5%, and we know better. Prices did not go up by only 2.5%. They went up significantly more than that. But the data that they use, the CPIW from the third quarter, year over year, and the difference is the COLA for the following year, that is massively lagging, right? And then we have to live on that for a whole nother year until they figure out, oh, let's figure out the next lagging COLA and give it to them in the following year. It's a losing proposition. However you cut it, it just does not make sense. Unless we get into a deflationary period, which that'd be really bad. I mean, prices would come down. It'd be bad for the overall economy. But my point is, unless we got into a severe deflationary time where prices were coming down rapidly, that's the only time we could possibly have the only glimmer of hope that we could possibly get ahead financially. But that would be pretty bad overall for the economy, things like that. So anyway, just want to share this with you so we can see the real discrepancies here. And again, I just kind of wanted to follow up to those other couple videos that I've had out recently, talking about the details of this. The 145% of how much prices have gone up on real goods and services over the last 25 years, and the discrepancy of 61.7%, or on average about $617 a month is how much benefits should be higher based on this information, and the 83+% COLAs that we've received over that same period of time. I don't know. I find that to be pretty fascinating. Maybe nobody else does, but I like to look at the discrepancies. And why do I want to talk about it? Because who knows? Maybe a lawmaker, maybe somebody of influence, as in like an elected official, maybe somebody's coming across this video and looking through these numbers and saying, yeah, that's pretty concerning and that doesn't make sense. We should do something about this. Yeah, maybe you should do something about this. That would seem to make sense. Or do we just pretend like we don't know, and then it's like, what we don't know doesn't hurt us, right? Well, that's not always the case. That's not the reality. Because if they pretend like they don't know, it's like, well, we didn't know this whole time, so nobody brought it to our attention. Well, hey, guess what? I'm bringing it to your attention now so we all know the details on this. Anyway, again, I just want to do what I can for you, help you out in any way that I possibly can, point out the discrepancies, point out any information that's popping up right now, anything that you can possibly grab it or take advantage of as it pertains to your monthly benefit. There's just a lot of things that are going on right now. Anyway, I'm here for you. Please, if I can ask a huge favor of you, number one, please subscribe to the channel. It is totally free to do so. Big subscribe button right down below the video. Thank you so much if you're new here or if you've not done so. Thanks so much for your support. Please make sure to subscribe. Also, if you can think of one or two people that benefit from this video or any other videos here on the channel, please feel free to share this video. There's a share button right down below as well. It's 100% free to do so. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that as well. Otherwise, check out the thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand-selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. And right now showing up on your screen as well, you'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for allowing me to be your advocate and represent you every single day. Thank you so much for your continued support here on the community and on this channel here. Thank you for your trust, and thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Please have a nice day, and remember, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. I will talk about whatever we possibly can to get it known that low income, fixed income, seniors, people with disabilities really need additional financial support through this time right now. It's rough out there. I don't think anybody truly gets it until they go through it and then they realize it. But yeah, it's a tough time. Anyway, please just have a nice day, and I hope I can see you again soon in the next video.